Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Rob from Smirking Gun Reviews. It is Wednesday, so it is the Handmaid's Tale Season 2, Episode 7, and the episode's called After. So if you have not seen the episode already, please go ahead and go to that and watch this, because this will have full spoilers. We do have the contest being, the winner announced for the first poster today. We will be giving away the second poster for this, the second poster. Since we hit 75 subscribers, we're giving it away. And I'll announce the winner for that one next week. And we'll also be giving away something next on this Sunday's Westworld review. So anyway, I think this is going to be a relatively calm review for After. After last week's huge ending. This was a very tense episode. The most strange funeral ever. The way that they had them dressed and the way everything was laid out, it just seemed like, man, a lot of preparation went into this. And it just kind of creepy. Like a handmaid's funeral is probably weird as it is, and in the circumstances that they died, this is even weirder. And what makes me really fucking just kind of is Aunt Lydia's legit sadness. And yes, the loss of human life should make people sad. It's just that it's what you're doing, what she's a part of, what Aunt Lydia is a part of, takes away any kind of what I feel legit grief and flings it right down the goddamn fucking toilet because of what you're making these people do. So if you feel bad that they got all blowed up, maybe if you weren't in the position to get themselves fucking blown up by being what you're making them be, Aunt Lydia, maybe you wouldn't have to have a funeral at all. Maybe you wouldn't have to feel bad at all. At first, I didn't even know they were going to a funeral. I didn't know if those coffins were going to be for them, because then these guys have hair triggers, man. They just shoot people. But it should have just occurred to me that this is just a really, really weird funeral. And now that we have this power vacuum, all these guys are gone. It is chaos. There are people getting hung from the fucking trees. Whole families are getting executed because they might have had somebody, in the that had connections to the resistance. Everybody is just getting taken down by the eyes. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like I said last week, it's a good start, but like there are probably plenty of innocent people now getting taken out, along with some scumbags that even if they weren't involved with the resistance, I'm glad they're dead. I'm glad they're dead. I'm glad they're hanging from trees. I'm glad they were shot in the face. Because let them take out each other. Let their paranoia kill each other. That's how I see it. Let them just fucking go down. There's these goddamn cocksuckers. I don't care. It's just unfortunate there are casualties that will be caught in the crossfire. You've got maids getting shot in the street, as Offred sees. One really good effective thing, that Cushing guy. He's a scary dude. He reminds you of like, the Gestapo, in World War II and stuff. Somebody who you just like from Inglourious Bastards, the Jew hunter, played by. Okay, now all of a sudden I can't remember names. You know who I'm talking about, though, if you've seen Inglourious Bastards or whatever. That kind of guy who walks into a room and just, that if you don't tell this guy the right things, you're gone. you're dead. And that's what I got from this guy. And I mean, even because when he's telling her, when he's telling June, you can tell me, we don't have time to pretend that that you weren't taken, that you didn't run away. All right, we know what this is. All right, the curtain has been pulled. He is willing to say, look, we know what we're doing to you. We know you ran away. You would run away. This isn't, you wouldn't want this for yourself. You ran away. You didn't get taken. You can tell me. That kind of like he's saying it without saying it. Like, we don't have time for niceties anymore. We're holding you against your will. You ran away. But she has to stay, no, can't tell him anything. Even if it means even more danger. You tell him, you're dead. You don't tell him, you might live. You might die. You might get tortured. And so it was a pretty tense situation. And this is where, you see Sabrina and June and Nick having to try to work Sabrina into keeping their little thing going. And it works because Serena is, wants what Serena wants. And so playing to her own fears of this power vacuum while her husband is in the hospital, there's opportunity and there's, a reason to, but you hide that amongst protecting the baby, protecting the family, protecting, use all that so that you can get her to do what you want. And Serena Joy, because she is like fucking Cersei Lannister, she is smart enough to figure things out and how to manipulate things. And it works pretty much perfectly where they set this guy up. After after June sees him have these, a woman just shot in the street. It's nuts. So when they set that guy up and he's taken away, and now you have Serena asking, she's writing out all these making these new things now while her husband's in the hospital. That's going to have ramifications like a motherfucker, because even in his absence, I don't think that once he's well, he's going to like these things that they've been doing in his name. Because this is still, and this world that they've made. And I think that this is where you're going to start seeing Serena Joy start to kind of like go against it, because she is still, she may think she believes in all these things, but I think she believes them to a point where it becomes where the hypocrisy of it, like where their ideas and the extreme ideas came from. I think you're going to start to see her not become a good person, but she's going to start pushing back against the male, all male, only guys can do things kind of way of doing things. And that's really great. And yes, the image of June in the pen and all this other stuff, but I really think that this is going to kind of backfire by next week. I think, yes, we're seeing this week they managed to figure out how to keep their unit alive, but I think next week with the trailer that they had, you're going to see things not quite working out the way that they want. Now that once Fred is out of the hospital. So that's pretty much it for that part. I mean, we have at the beginning when they were pulling into colonies, the girls out a line. Again, it's something I should have seen coming. I thought it was like, oh shit, they're gonna start, executing these people that they think were associated with the resistance. But really, no, they're just replacing handmaids because a bunch of them got blowed up. So being in the colonies is death. At least, Emily and the other one with the messed up eye and stuff, they get to come back. Yes, they're handmaids. Yes, they're back in sexual slavery. But I guess, out in the colonies, it means certain death. So, pick the devil, I guess. You're like, be lucky that you have this opportunity, this option. So I guess they're closer to life being back. And then they start introducing each other with their real names, which is, I guess, it's supposed to be a sweet moment. I thought it was a little cheesy, but that's me. That's just me. I know it's empowering. It's supposed to be empowering. You got to be careful, okay? All these things that they do, they got to be so fucking careful. There's a whole bunch of dudes walking around, and you're telling each other your names, and you're not being that quiet about it. So let's try to keep this on the down low and not get ourselves shot in the fucking street. That's all I'm saying. And now we have the Moira flashback, which is just heartbreaking because it's telling, you get the story of how she was a surrogate. She chose to be a surrogate. She was getting paid 250 big ones. And just her relationship, more of her relationship with June and what it means to be a mother and like how you don't see yourself as one until you become one and all this stuff. And it's also about her search for Odette, the woman that she got left behind, looking through the papers, the photos, knowing you're not going to find that person alive, basically hoping you don't find them almost, I guess. Like there's a little damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, because nothing can prepare you for like seeing an actual person that you haven't seen. The last time you saw them, they were alive, and now they're dead in a picture. And I mean, Samara, I believe is her name, right? That scene is perfect. I mean, that reaction is exactly how that silent scream of absolute despair and horror at seeing someone that you loved, just they're dead, confirming your suspicions, giving you closure, but at the same time ripping a wound open like nothing. So really sad. Really, really sad. I think that pretty much covers it. I have managed to not really swear that much this episode. Maybe they'll give me more reason on another one. There's, still some stuff that, just still friggin' razzes me. But, all right. So anyway, let's get to the contest. I have the names of the people who did comment in this hat. It's an actual hat, pulling names out of an actual hat. My V for Vendetta hat costume. And so these are for the people who commented. I'm just reaching in and grabbing one. Okay, so the winner of the first poster, is Auntie's Advice. You got the name right? See, I pulled it right out. Auntie's Advice. So Auntie's Advice. You can pick one of the two posters from this week or last week. If you remember, if you need to look up the videos to see which ones. One was with June giving the finger. Might not want that one. And then there is the other one from Hulu where it says the future is an effing nightmare. It doesn't actually say the F word, but it comes across. So if you want to, you can reach me at Yesh8. That's my Twitter handle. You can message me your information so I can send that out to you. Now, if either of those posters is something that you don't want, this one time for this first contest, there is a Handmaid's Tale mug. I can send that to you if you'd rather not have one of those posters. So Auntie's Advice is the winner. Congratulations. Like I said, send me your information and I will have that sent out to you. So then this week we are still whatever. If she picks the mug, she wants a mug instead of a poster, we will have one of the two posters to give away next week. So I will pick another name. So all you got to do is be a subscriber and make a comment in the comment section of this video, this one. And I'll pick another winner next week. And then, and then Westworld, giving away a poster for Westworld Season 2 on that video this Sunday. Not picking a name yet, but I'm, going to announce the contest officially this Sunday. And, So let's see. Hopefully you like this video. Please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber, please be a subscriber. We do contests every 25 subscribers because it's fun, it's easy. I want more subscribers. I want more people to have motivation to click subscribe. And then when you check out the videos, maybe you like them. So right now we're at 77. So we're only, like 28 away, 23 away from another contest, besides the two that are going on right now. Also, let's see, we got comic reviews tonight, and I think Arrested Development Season 5, I'm going to do a whole Season 5 review. That's probably going to be in the next couple of days. We do 13 Reasons Why, and Legion was just posted up, but nobody watches that. I also have my solo review, nobody watches that. So we got a bunch of stuff that nobody watches, but they are here if you want them. We have a Deadpool 2 review as well. So anyway, this is Rob from Smirking Gun Reviews saying see you next week on The Handmaid's Tale. Again, congratulations, Auntie's Advice, for winning the contest. Send me your information, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks again, everybody, for all the support, and we will see you on the next video. Bye.